Gee golly gullikers, Mr. Josh! What's that?
Oh, why, hello there, Barrington. As you can see, I was just reading up on my newspaper.
Wow, is that the new iPhone?
Newspapers, and the impact the internet has had on them. But of course, before we begin, we need to make sure that we are adequately prepared. So get out your Augustana University t-shirts, your Augustana University sweatpants, your Augustana University special brand sweatshirts, your Augustana University backpacks, your Augustana University trademark Viking helmet, and of course, your Augustana University sorority mug. What the heck are what kind of crap are they feeding these kids? Fucking terrible. What? We're still rolling.
To inform, to interpret, to entertain. This, dear watchers, is the purpose of newspapers! Yes, newspapers. Since even the beginning of man, we have always searched for new and intriguing ways to deliver news of what's going on or what new social trend is happening to our fellow human beings. But just so we're clear, no caveat stuff. That doesn't count as newspapers, because in order to be a newspaper, you need words and paper. That's what makes a newspaper, people. Don't question me on that, okay? Don't question me. So let's get right into it, shall we? As far back as 200 BC, we have the introduction of the Taipao, otherwise known as the Dai Bao. The Taipao contained official news and announcements from the Chinese government, and were meant to be seen by bureaucrats alone. Although sometimes some of these announcements were posted in bulletins on market squares, or were heard by servants through word of mouth, who would then tell their friends and family. Originally handwritten, they were eventually changed into a movable type format, much like the printing press, by 907 AD. In 59 BC, the Acta Diurna was introduced to the ancient Romans. Simply put, these were stone tablets that were carved with information and placed in highly populated areas where citizens could be informed of announcements and events. Skipping ahead to the Dark Ages, where manuscripts were painstakingly illustrated and written by hand by scribes who lived in monasteries and worked in scriptoriums, specialized rooms where they would work in silence. First measuring and outlining the page layouts, and then carefully copying the text from another book. Later, the illuminator would swap out and add designs and embellishments to the pages. But sadly, these books were expensive and kept only by the upper class, which didn't sit too well with Johannes Gutenberg, who, in 1440, created the printing press, using lead movable type and a repurposed wine press. Using this, he was able to create words and sentences and press them onto paper in order to create easily mass-produced text. And in 1556, the first monthly newspaper, the Nozetti Serretti, is published in Venice, and from there, it only grew. It started small. First it was once per month, then once per week. The idea spread from city to city, country to country, but the format often remained the same. Large columns of text with no graphics or eye-catching features. Led to the 1830s and the golden age of newspaper. This great achievement can be contributed to Benjamin Day, a newspaper publisher who had an amazing thought to offer news for the masses via the penny press. Simply put, newspaper boys sold newspapers on the streets for 1 penny. As one could expect, the papers sold like mad, circulating at about 30,000 copies within 3 years. Skipping ahead in American society, After World War II, the population began to rely less on the penny press for information and more on TV and radio broadcasts, leading to the extinction of the afternoon newspaper and leading us up to the one paper a day format we know today. However, the format remained greatly unchanged. That is, until a swell guy by the name of Al Newshart thought, "Hey, I like what you guys got here, but let's just make it a tad bit more interesting, And thus, the newspaper USA Today was born, comprised of an assortment of mixed topics and general news, set into a more colorful, easy-to-read format that now included pictures. Although it actually took 10 years to start making a stable profit, but the point is it made the common newsprint format that we know today. However, since the beginning of the 21st century, newspapers have had drastic declines in readers and subscribers, and there are several reasons for this. One is that advertisers no longer are looking to put their ads in newspapers, but instead look towards a more reliable format to put their advertisements: the internet. Since most people can find information they're looking for online, they choose to use the internet rather than to buy or subscribe to newspaper companies. And so many newspapers have chosen to go online. For one, this cuts the costs of newsprint, ink, press operators, delivery trucks, drivers, and maintenance of subscriber databases, as well as other non-newspaper-related production and distribution costs. Of course, as they do this, there are major changes that happen within the newspaper itself. One is the inclusion of audio, video, and multimedia. Another is an increased direct interaction between readers and writers. And thus, online newspapers need to be updated constantly in order to keep up with most other news outlet sources. Where will the newspaper go from here? I don't know. But I'm done here, so yeah.
So accurate to my life. Except where I'm not a small orange monster. Or where it's all happy. Or where their parents love them. Oh, aha! Hi there! Didn't see ya. Well, since you finished my little video, I must thank you for sticking it out to the end. You could have left anytime you wanted. But, you know. Choices. So, I must say, thank you for watching, and have an excellent day.